welcome to your Sunday Surfers Stretch. I hope you had an amazing weekend of surfing, or maybe if not this weekend, you're just feeling really sore and you want to have a nice stretch. So put some comfortable clothes, roll out your yoga mat or a towel if you don't have a yoga mat, and join me so we can have a nice stretching feeling on our Sunday. We're going to start by finding a comfortable seated position, like cross-legged like I am, or any other different sitting position that feels good. We're going to close our eyes, bringing awareness to our body, setting ourselves up for this class. Not thinking about what we need to do after, nor our awesome maneuvers in the surf earlier, or spectacular tumbles. Just feeling the earth underneath our sitting bones. Maybe feeling the breeze where you are, or any sounds around you. And just dedicating this time to yourselves, to your body. You can set an intention. And we're going to start by bringing one hand to our belly and one hand to our chest. And keeping our eyes closed, we're going to do a 3-part breath, which is so important when we are out in the water, to work with our breath. So we're going to inhale, expand our tummy out. Keep inhaling, feel your ribs expand, and once you don't have any more room, you feel the top part of our lungs. Then we hold for a moment, and then we exhale from the top, ribs in and tummy in. Once again, inhale, belly, ribs, chest, hold, and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Open your eyes. Put your hands back onto your knees. And continuing to using our breath, we're going to just start by mobilizing our spine. So we're going to inhale, arching our back, our chest forward, looking up, and exhale, tucking in. And again, inhaling, arching our back, looking up, and exhaling, almost like tucking our chin, tucking our tailbone, making a little curve. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to start by doing some circles in this sitting position. This can be big or small, just warming up our spine, our core, front and back, and finding where we need to move, what feels good in your body today. Let's go the other way. Really warming up the spine. Also bring our hands behind our back and just start by doing some side gentle movements. Getting those side stretches. Awesome. Coming back to center. Now we're going to do some twisting. Not forcing, just where it feels good today. Nice. We're going to inhale, bringing both our arms up, and exhaling, lowering your right hand, leaning onto the right side. Try not to collapse here. Try and open your chest up to the sky, almost like you're trying to look up. One more inhale and exhaling. Relax a bit further. Inhaling back to center. And exhale, we go the other side. Resting your left hand on the mat. Looking up to the sky. Feeling that really nice side stretching. Don't forget to open up your chest. Up. With every exhale, melting down. Inhaling back to center. And exhale, moving forward onto our hands and knees, meeting in this all fours position. We're going to keep warming up our spine a little bit more. So inhaling, I want us to push the floor away, arching our back, looking up to the sky. And exhaling, tucking chin to chest. Inhaling, unraveling your vertebra, looking up to the sky, stretching the belly. And exhale, tucking in. You can even do a little side to side here. It really feels really nice. Finding your own rhythm. Do a few more rounds on your own. Awesome. On the next inhale, we're going to meet in this tabletop position. So tucking your tailbone in, engaging your core. Now, I want you to inhale, lifting up your right arm up to the sky, and exhaling, threading underneath your hand and knee. And again, we're gonna inhale, lifting up, looking up, exhale, threading that needle movement. One more time, inhaling up and exhaling down. You're gonna rest your head on the ground. Your right shoulder is on the ground. This should feel really good just between your shoulder blades. If you want to stretch a little bit further, you can move your left arm if that feels good. You can also stretch out opposite leg, so your left leg can straighten. You can lift it up or down, or just stay here and just move your hips from side to side until you find that really sweet spot in between your shoulder blades to find that stretch. Allowing with each exhale to melt down further, to feel your body relax and finding length in these different positions that we find ourselves today. On the next inhale, we bring ourselves back to center. So let's do it on the other side. We're going to first making sure that we are not collapsing here with our hips stretched. We're going to tuck it in, finding some strength in our midsection. And we're going to inhale, lifting the left arm up, and exhale, bringing between the right arm and leg and shoulder to the ground. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhale, shoulder to the ground. One more time. Inhaling, reaching up, finding length, and exhale, threading through here, bringing the head to the ground. And again, I encourage you to swing your hips from side to side. You'll find that you find that place that it feels like a really nice stretch. You can play with the position of your right arm this time. You can play by stretching out your right leg, finding that really nice twisting and stretching spot for you. Feel yourself as if melting down with a really nice pull on our backs at this time. Awesome. Inhaling, coming back to all fours position, and exhaling, tucking our toes, pushing our hips up to the sky, finding this downward facing dog. I want you to think about spreading your fingers wide, rotating your shoulders away from your ears, creating space here. And you can walk almost like walking your downward dog, just finding again where that stretch feels nice, moving out any kinks. And once you feel good, you're going to try and push your hips up and your heels down. That should feel really nice on the back of your legs. At the same time, try and move the weight into your legs, away from your hands. So you shouldn't feel that it's hard on your arms at all here. It should be mostly on your legs. We're going to look in between our hands and gently bring our knees down and our body all the way down to the ground. How nice. Resting your forehead, you can wiggle your hips. Again, side to side, find what feels nice here. And making little tents with our hands, creating a little cactus arms almost. We're going to inhale, arching our back with the help of our arms, and exhaling down. Again, inhaling up, looking up and down. We're not jarring our spine here, just creating little waves, playing with the mobility in our spine, encouraging more blood flow, more fluidity. Inhaling up and down. Awesome. Coming all the way down, I want you to bring your right arm in a T position. It can be straight, it can be in a little cactus again, whatever feels good. And bringing the left hand right next to our body, around our chest. And then we're going to roll on top of our right arm. So this should feel like a really nice opening at the front of that right arm. If this feels good and like it's enough of a stretch for you, stay here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring the top leg to be your left leg. You can try and reach for that arm. So really stretching the whole front of your body. On the top, you have your arm. Your chest is stretching. And also on the left side, you'll feel that your hips, your soles here stretching as well. So this should feel nice. Again, if it is too much, you can always just stay here and come back. So really finding what your body needs today. Don't forget to breathe. back onto our tummies again. And let's swap sides. So we're going to bring our right hand next to our chest and stretch out our left arm. And we're going to roll onto our left shoulder here. That feels so good. And if you want, bringing that left leg up, the right leg this time, to find your left arm. Breathing, finding that really nice stretch. The body should be thanking you in this moment, not screaming. Use your breath to anchor you in this moment. And finding that right spot for you today. So we're going to come back, rolling onto our tummies. Both hands onto our chest and pushing our hips back. Coming into a child's pose, you can open your legs wide. Here, create a bit more space and melting your chest down to the ground. Finding that support from the earth, finding more spaces to stretch your body. Nicely done. Let's come up to a little hero's pose, bringing our knees together, feet together. We're going to do a little puppy's pose. So we want to make sure it's similar to child's pose, where we're stretching our chest a little bit further. So we want to make sure that our hips are still on top of our knees, but we bring our hands more forward and our chest down like so. You can keep your forehead down on the ground or chin up. Again, finding what feels nice in your body. To do a little tricep stretch, we can also bring our hands in prayer over our head. Melting down. Finding the option that your body needs today. Nice. Gently pushing ourselves back into child's pose. Rest here for a moment. Then we're going to tuck our toes underneath again, pushing our hips up, back into that downward facing dog. Nice. On the next inhale, lifting the right leg up. Open our hips, stacking them one over the other. Exhale, bring it back, bringing the knee to our chest. And lowering ourselves down to a little half pigeon. So again, we're finding which posture we need today. You can bring our foot a bit wider if we feel like we have a lot of space in our hips, or bring the foot next close to our body if we feel like our hips are a little bit sore today. And again, I encourage you to move a little bit from side to side. You can use a little pillow under your hip if you feel like you need a little bit extra support. And keeping our hands here supporting us, we're going to inhale, lengthen our spine as if we have a little string pulling us up. And then exhale, melting forward. We can stay here if this feels good. If you want to stay upright, we can come down into our forearms. If this feels good, nice stretch on your glutes. If you want to come even further down, you can bring your forehead down to the ground. Melting away. Trust your body. Finding that space. Finding that length as you relax and recover. One more inhale and exhale. We're going to inhale, bringing ourselves up and relaxing onto our right bum cheek. We're going to swing the left leg around, crossing over the right. Looks kind of like this. Making sure both your sitting bones are still on the ground. We're going to inhale the right arm up and twisting over our left shoulder. A little twisting here. Remember, with every inhale, lengthening our spine taller, and every exhale, we turn a little bit deeper. One more full cycle of breath. And coming back to the front, untangling our arms and our legs. We're going to come back into our downward facing dog. Again, walking, moving our body in an intuitive way. The next inhale, we're going to bring our left leg up and opening up our hips. Exhaling, bring the left knee all the way forward and coming down into our half pigeon. Again, holding ourselves up, we can use our hands, a little pillow, a little block, and inhaling, lengthening up our spine, and exhaling, moving a little bit from side to side, finding your sweet spot. On the next exhale, we're going to bring ourselves a little bit forward. If that feels good, we'll stay here. Otherwise, we can come down to our forearms here, or all the way down with our forehead, the ground. You can make a little pillow for your forehead. And try and think about your glutes, letting go of any tension, melting any worries down onto your mat. Every exhale allowing you to relax and go a little bit deeper. The only goal is to keep focus on your breathing and allowing your body to let go of any tension. The next inhale, we're gonna bring our upper body up and we sit down onto our left side. We swing the right leg all the way over our left and check our sitting bones are on the ground. We're going to inhale our left arm up and twisting it onto the right. You can use your right knee for a little support here and bringing your right hand close to your body, and you can help it to, encourage you to twist. So inhaling, lengthening our spine, and exhaling, twisting, looking over our right shoulder. Feeling a nice twist in your upper body. And let it go. Entangling our arms and legs. You can bring your legs straight in front of you on a nice little seat. We're going to do just a nice little forward. So you can move, your sitting bones, making sure that there's nothing in the way, getting your sitting bones nice on the ground. We're going to inhaling our arms up to the sky and exhaling, folding from your hips forward to wherever feels comfortable. You can bend your knees if that feels better and allows you to come here, but remember to fold from your hips and not from your back. Hopefully you're not doing this. Chest forward, bending from our hips and bringing ourselves forward. You can hold on to your feet if that feels good. If you're here, that's absolutely fine. It's not about what it looks like. It's what about how you're feeling, how your body is feeling today. And how can we thank our body from allowing us to do all these fun things. I really like holding my feet and pushing my feet away against my hands. It really helps behind the shoulder blades, creating that space, creating that stretch over, on both sides or both at the same time. Again, having a little play and see what feels good in your body today. Awesome. We're going to let it go. Come back to seated. And actually move a little bit forward so we can lay down all the way onto our mat. Nice. We're going to bring our knees onto our chest. Just roll from side to side. Again, this should feel really nice on your lower back. Sometimes just doing little circles with the knees also feel nice after laying down on our board for so long. It feels really nice. So do a few circles here. One way and the other. Now what I want you to do is to bring the soles of your feet pointing up to the sky and bringing your knees down as much as you can, like in a little frog position. Then we're going to reach to the outside edges of our feet like so. And very gently pulling our knees down to the ground. Again, as if when we were holding our knees, we can just sway from side to side if that feels good. Or find a little still moment here in our happy baby pose. Relaxing our hips, removing any tension from this area, and at the same time stretching our arms as well. So that should feel really nice. When we feel like we've had enough, We're going to let go of both legs, laying them nice and long on the ground, and bringing just the right knee onto our chest this time. Give it a nice little hug. And then with the left hand, we're going to push the right knee onto the left side and opening the right arm, looking over the right shoulder. Another really nice gentle twist here. This one feels really nice on your back. Sometimes there's little cracks that happen. Hopefully they're the good kind and it feels really good. Nice. Let's bring it back to center and switch sides. So you're going to lengthen the right leg and hug your left knee onto the chest. Give it a nice squeeze. And then with the right hand, bringing the left knee onto the right side with a little twist and opening your left arm, looking over your left shoulder. Oh, that was a nice little crunk. So try and keep your shoulder onto the ground. And again, the stretch can be very gentle or a little bit more intense, and you can control that just by moving your body a little bit up and down and how you do your little, how you twist. So you can stay here, or you can try and go all the way down here and keep pushing your shoulder down, really finding what your body needs today. Beautiful. Coming down to center, bringing the left leg long along your mat, giving it a nice little shake, relaxing both your legs, relaxing your arms, palms facing up to the sky for our last posture of Shavasana, resting pose. Close your eyes if that feels safe and allow yourself to rest here, to feel this moment, to feel the energy that you just cultivated in your body in this practice. Allow your body a moment to just be, to rest, melting onto the ground, feeling supported by the earth. Hopefully stretched and aligned, allowing your eyes to stay closed and relax for a few moments. Embracing change is one of the most understated ways to improve your life. A lot of the mental tension we often experience comes from our rejection of change. A common pattern is to lament that something pleasurable has ended, or to roll in mental tension when something you dislike is occurring. Teaching your mind to ponder more about the reality of change will release some of the shock that comes when things might actually do change in your lives. Understanding that change is inevitable will help us recognize that everything has a time limit, and ultimately encourage us to be more present when we are doing things that bring us joy, or when we are around the ones that we love. Embracing change not only will bring us more joy into our lives and help us to be more resilient during tough times, but also is one of the keys to happiness and wisdom. So, allowing ourselves, allowing change will allow us to vibrate higher in our lives. It will allow us to feel better and adapt better to any conditions. Once you're ready, start wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, and roll over onto one side. Keeping your eyes closed, come and meet me in a comfortable seated position. And we'll close our practice together today. Inhaling both arms onto the sky and bringing them down onto our hearts. Embracing the change that is our lives, the change in the forecast, and hopefully will continue to bring good change and joy. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you today in this stretch. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you on the mat soon.